it's Dale here. I have just been playing around with something new this week. I read online, I was reading something anyway about transferring images, because you know I love trying different ways of transferring images, and they often don't work and they often have interesting responses. And this time I'm using eucalyptus oil, which is also, if I've got a cold while I'm working, it's solved that problem. So what I've done is I'll do one just to show you, and then I can show you some of the ones that I've done. And these are just pictures. This is just ordinary, computer paper. So it's nothing special. I've tried it on a few other things, but at the moment so I've got a cotton bud, and I'm just running eucalyptus oil over the back of this picture. This is just one it's a laser printed. I read that you should only use laser. I'll test an inkjet later and see if that works. So I've just printed off a few pictures that came from, I forget now, Collage Soup, I think these ones are from, but I've got, some of my own, etc. And then just a bone thingy to just smooth it all out, and we'll have a little peep and see how we're looking. And under here, there she is, coming up quite nicely. Not too heavy, just gentle. And there's my image. It's not bad. You won't get perfect. I'm quite happy with that. This is another one that I did a little bit earlier, and so you don't get it all. It's just, this was another picture from there. And this one here, which is, as you can see, is yellow, because I started trying to do it on a piece of paper that I bought at the markets in Paris once. And it's obviously got this old paper, it's got some coating on it, so it wouldn't work. So then I lifted and put it onto here. So you've got this slight yellowing that came from the paper. So that's actually worked out quite well on there, that one. And I'll show you a few others that I've done. And here's on a piece of paper. It's printer paper, but I've printed something out onto it and transferred this image. This one is, it would be okay, but it's the writing, and anyway, you may want it hidden. This one here that's where that's come out, and you can see she's hidden under there. So it's another effect, and I may cut these out and put them into these books that I'm making. I'll see. So that's that. And this one here is on a piece of printer paper that I had printed something out onto, and I've transferred this one here. And you can see, because it's on the other side, you've got a little bit of the writing from the other side. I think that's the first one I did. There was another one that I've abandoned, but it obviously wasn't, it's all a bit of trial and error, so it's quite interesting, really. And then I did a few other things, like this was another piece of that paper that I got in Paris. And when I transferred it, you can't really see anything except that there's some of the writing is there. You can see where I've put it on. I've kept the bit of paper to show. But then if I put another image onto there by another means that I've got, then I will, it'll be something underneath. So it's the layering effect that makes it really quite good. I'll just put that there. And another one that I did, this is Ian's great auntie. And I transferred her onto that paper, which is the same as this paper here, only that's the side. You can't really see a lot, but you can see a little bit of an image. So maybe, and that's what I might want, not the whole full image. So that's Auntie Anne. And then I've done another one here, which is this one here that I've transferred onto that background there. And while it's not perfect by any means, you can see the image, which is, I find quite interesting. The black from the image obviously comes out, and I think it probably depends on what sort of an image you've got, how you work it, but those things are inconsequential in a way to me. And then this one here is the last one. This is Ian's great-grandmother, and she hasn't worked out so very well. Now this is Cardi paper that's got heaps of other stuff, materials on. So because it's got so much other stuff there, you're not going to see it all. So transferring onto that sort of an image is not as good as when you trial and erroring onto this sort of thing. So that's my little experiments at the moment. see how they're going, and how we keep going and what we might do in the future. And this latest one I've done, I'm really quite pleased with. I think you can use any essential oils, but eucalyptus is what I saw at the chemist, so that's what I used. So I hope that's given you a few ideas if you're like me into image transfer and you're thinking of different ways of building up your layers and different people. And I'll see you again another time. Bye.